I'm here with the new BMF, Max Holloway, and we've all known you're a BMF, but now you've got the belt to make it official. What does this one mean to you, Max?
I mean, it's cool and all, but I was more excited to be able to face Justin Gaethje, to go out there with a future Hall of Famer, to have that kind of fight of the night, end the fight like that. It's amazing, man. Shout out to Justin, the highlight Gaethje. He had everything to lose. He took this shot. He blessed me with the opportunity to share the octagon with him. So I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Thank you, my brother.
Of course, it was a great fight between the two of you, both very beloved, but that finish with, I think it was 2 seconds to go, you pointed down at the ground and you both just started throwing shots. Talk to me about the moment when you felt it connect.
That's what BMFs do. That's what BMFs do. We had 10 seconds. I did before. I don't know if I'm ever going to share the octagon again with Justin. That's what BMFs do, man. You know, and when I hit him, I didn't know. You know, I know I was landing. I landed a couple before. And when I hit down, I looked and I saw him like just fall straight. I was like, oh, man. I guess I got him good. So it takes two, though. You guys got to remember, it takes two. When I point down, I'm ready to go. And Justin called it. He was like, brother, let's do this. You know, all love and respect to him.
Did you realize, though, how little time was left on the clock?
10 seconds, yeah. I knew it was 10 seconds. So I was like, bro, let's go finish this out how BMFs do. And, you know, I was just blessed enough to land it first, you know. He was throwing some heat. I could feel him, bro. Some of the wind on his punches is hurting me. So the man is a crazy dude. And I'm just so happy that we're here.
Alex, congratulations. First successful title defense. What's the emotion or the feeling of defending a title compared to when you won the title the first time?
Pô, Alex Pereira, parabéns aí, campeão meio pesado, fez sua primeira defesa de cinturão. Qual a diferença do sentimento que você tem entre estar defendendo esse cinturão hoje versus quando você ganhou?
Pra mim é a mesma sensação, como eu falei, eu entro ali no octógono, eu esqueço que eu sou campeão. Muitos pensam, eu sou campeão, tem que defender, então não tem que fazer muito. Vocês viram que eu tô ali para ganhar o cinturão e foi o que eu fiz. Se eu pensar em defender, talvez a luta teria sido diferente, né? Ou teria prolongado, não sei. Claro que eu sempre procuro e entro com a minha mente ali para fazer aqueles 5 rounds, né? Mas se vem um nocaute, uma finalização antes dos 5 rounds, pô, eu ficaria muito feliz e foi o que aconteceu e eu estou muito feliz.
The exact same feeling. I don't get in over there to defend my title. I get in over there to win my title again. You know what I mean? Maybe if I got in with the feeling of defending the title, I'll get frustrated. It will be a certain different aspect on the fight. No, I'll get there. I get in hungry over there, doing my thing. I'm getting ready to fight 5 rounds, regardless of the outcome. If it's going to be knockout submission, I don't get frustrated. I get into to fight 5 rounds.
Renato, congratulations, and you get the ground and pound when the godfather of ground and pound, Mark Coleman, is in the building. Do you think that's a 300K worthy performance?
100%. If they're not 300K, what is? Finish on the second round against a tough guy. I was the underdog. People were disrespecting me a long time. When I saw the odds plus 200, I said, man, I'm going to put all my money. But then I remember I cannot bet, so I lost that money.
Well, there you go. You've disrupted that division now, but also in your own or your existing division prior to this, the featherweight division, Ilia Toporia's there in the crowd. You've called it questionable whether he'd want to fight you. What would your message be to Ilia?
You know, there's an element at the door. He's trying everything to run away from a certain bull. So we'll see what happens, you know. You know, all seriousness, I truly believe in my whole heart that Alex deserves that next shot. But if Alex is taking some time off, the next man up is me. You know, I know there's a lot of guys saying, putting their name in stuff. You're only as good as your last fight. And I think this fight is pretty good to come off the last one. So at the end of the day, we see what happens. Dana, Hunter, Sean Shelby, they're all stoked. So I can't wait.
Arman Tsarukyan with a huge win over the former champion in Charles Oliveira. It came down to the split decision, and I know you said you were surprised by that. You felt you had it as a unanimous?
Of course, I don't know why they gave him for the 1 guillotine and 1 darts, and like for 1 sweep. I was better on striking, I was better on the ground, and yeah, that's a bullshit.
And we loved the celebration, the Cabby Lane celebration. What was the inspiration behind that?
Pô, eles adoraram a celebração, né? O Cabby Lane, né? A celebração. Qual foi a inspiração para isso aí?
Pô, foi um meme que é muito famoso, né? Viraliza por tudo que o cara faz. E a gente vê quando tem algo assim muito idiota, né? Tipo, ele vai lá e faz o meme, faz a brincadeira dele. E foi o que aconteceu, o Jamal falando que, pô, fez muitas brincadeiras, falando como que seria a luta na hora que eu estivesse chutando ele fez uns vídeos e tal, e eu fiquei olhando aquilo, e quando eu acertei ele ali, vi ele no chão, eu fiz a mesma coisa, falei, pô...
Só isso?
Só isso.
Well, of course, you know, we all know his memes go viral. We all love his style, and he usually do that when somebody do something stupid or something stupid happen. Jamal been running his mouth the entire week, talking about his boxing, talk about everything. So when I knock him out, I just did the same. I was like, that's all we got.
Ali foi porque ele falava falou que me respeitava e tal. No outro dia ele não me respeitou. Na coletiva de imprensa fez o que fez, todo mundo viu o show ali que ele deu, né? Então eu falei, pô, esse cara não me respeita. Todo mundo vê que eu sou um cara que respeita todo mundo. Quando acaba ali, vou lá, cumprimento, falo, né, elogio. E com ele eu quis fazer diferente, que pô, foi para ele aprender.
Well, we all know what he did. He tried to play the friendly guy, the respectful guy during the week. Then we all saw the scene that he put on Friday night and on the press conference. So, you know what, like, I told him that I was going to make him remember what he said, and I did.
Big victory tonight for Yuri Prochazka. Congratulations. You got the finish. You called out for that title shot next. But let's just go back to it. You wanted to bring the violence. You said you were going to be more violent in this fight. Are you happy with the violence you brought and, of course, the finish?
I had to be. I wanted to be more violent. But in that, I know when there is violence, there is no control too much. So I'm trying, all my career, I'm trying to connect that violence with the mastery, with the technique, with the control, with the peace in the fight. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you had to catch a lot of punches to start to be more in the game.
And with a victorious Bo Nickal, but you gave the thumbs down and you said you're embarrassed by your performance. You are undefeated in the UFC. You're obviously very hard on yourself, but what weren't you happy about?
You know, for me, the main thing I focus on is not the results, it's how I get there. And I felt like there were things about the fight that I kind of just wish I would have done differently. So, you know, not happy with myself in regards to those, you know, different tactical errors that I made. But at the same time, I am grateful that I got the win, and mostly just grateful for my team. And they, you know, support me so heavily and are here with me this whole fight week, here with me all the camp. And, you know, so I love those guys, and I'm just so thankful that I was able to, you know, get the win for them more than myself. And yeah, you know, there's always things to be critical of. I think obviously I hit the first bit of adversity that I've seen in my career, but at the same time, you know, I did what I needed to do and got the win.
You weren't just fighting Charles, you were kind of fighting the fans this whole fight week, dealing with the boos, but then as you walked out, they caught it on camera, a moment where someone said something to you in the crowd and we saw you sort of lean across or as if you like trying to punch somebody. What happened?
I wanted to knock him out, someone big before the Charles, so I wanted to have a 2 KO tonight. No, I'm kidding.
But what did they say, and do you know the person?
Like, showed me wanted like to punch or something, and like I wanted to punch him back. So, you know, like no one can like show me the you on like on my face. He can show me, they can do the like from the camera or whatever, but like close to me, no one can say bad to me, and no one can like show me the or whatever. So I'm from different country, and like nobody can do that. I'm gonna prison or like kill or like beat someone.
Weili, congratulations on a successful title defense tonight. Was that the type of fight you expected from Yan?
首先，恭喜你今天的胜利。你觉得今天晚上的比赛，是你所预料到的小南的一些表现和他的？
是我预料到的。我知道小南他非常的难缠，他的战力非常好，他已经练了20年了，然后他的柔术现在进步也非常好，就是拿位置非常不好拿，其实。
This is exactly what I expect because Shauna is super tough. She has 20 years experience of striking, and also she's been improving tremendously in grappling. So this is exactly how I expect it went down.
And with the former bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling, who got victorious tonight in the featherweight division. And how did it feel in your new weight class? Did you feel more energized, as you were talking about?
I definitely felt better physically, but I think the nerves got the better of me in the back room. But it kind of went away as the fight started to go on, and I was like, man, I belong at this weight class. This is where I should have been a while ago, and I look forward to see what I could do. I just want to polish up a couple of things because I think the nerves kind of took over, and it really just made me a little bit more reserved. But then also Calvin was doing some good things in there defensively. So respect to his game as well.
We've seen you in so many wars, the fight against Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and now obviously a tough fight tonight against Jan. Who else in the division do you feel can challenge you at this point?
你打过非常多精彩的比赛，比方说你跟乔安娜，也甚至说今天晚上，你觉得还有谁在这个量级里头是可以挑战你的？
哇，我觉得前10的都很厉害，对我觉得，而且现在也很就是有很多新的人出现，我觉得对。
I think all the top 10 girls are great fighters. Also, we need to take into consideration all the upcoming new fighters. Yeah, there's always potential challengers.
Did you see Jessica Andrade's performance tonight? I know obviously you fought her before, but were you impressed with Jessica?
你有没有看到今天晚上安德拉德的表现？
我还没有看他的比赛。
Right, we did not have the time to watch that. Sorry, yeah.
You weren't just chilling.
But we will be watching it.
And you got into the second round for the first time as well. That little bit extra octagon experience. But you went over to Dana both after the fight, and then we saw a moment in the crowd talking once again. What was he saying to you?
After the fight, I just was kind of like, my bad, man. You know, I wanted to do better. Wanted to make it a little bit more exciting of a finish. But you know, he came around to me and just told me to keep my head up and just keep doing exactly what I'm doing, because you know I'm going to be a big star. And to hear that from him was super awesome. And you know, he's a guy that I respect so much. And if anybody knows who the stars are going to be, it's him. And so you know, that just means a lot to me. And I think it said a lot about him as a person. You know, to come up and give me some reassurance like that, it means a lot.
You've mentioned previously Paddy Pimblett, and there's a little bit of a fight eliminator going on now with Bobby Green calling for Paddy as well. Is that a fight you still want?
No, let Paddy fight Bobby Green. I think they are on the same level, and I'm on the top 10 now for sure, at least in the top 10. But to be honest with you, if UFC offers me a fight against Paddy Pimblett, maybe I take it. You know, maybe I take it, maybe not. Let's see how is the money, what opponents I have. Now I'm in a good place. A lot of finishes on the lightweight, and I am the best lightweight in the world. I just have to prove it.
You did indeed. When you talk about the weight difference, you're not used to fighting fighters taller than you, but did you feel any weight difference between yourself and Calvin?
Nah, I felt like the weight was relatively similar. At least when he was defending and I put my weight on him, I didn't really feel like I was out-muscled, outgunned in any position, which I was surprised, because I felt like he did really well with Zabit. And Zabit's a guy I sparred with back in 2017, and I didn't know who he was, and he actually knocked me out in the room. So to see him do so well, that gave some extra nerves. I was like, man, I was like, I remember what he did to me, but I was also smaller back then. I didn't know what Zabit was good at, and caught me by surprise through like a 360 spinning kick. But then fast forward a couple of years, you know, I've grown, matured, gotten better. Build myself up. I'm a little bit bigger now, stronger now, and things are a little bit different. So I guess as the fight got going, I kind of get a little bit more confidence as we start to feel each other out a little bit. No diddy.
Well, you certainly look good. I love it. Well, maybe next time have a little jump over and a word for Dana. Obviously, we've got Zuckerberg there as well.
No, I hope they find him, because they say to me, don't jump the cage, or they want to find him. So now find Diego Lopes.
I nearly got you in trouble. It wasn't you. Thank you so much for talking to us. Enjoy your celebrations.